The best Bluetooth speakers of 2021 are must-have devices for any music lover, thanks to their portable, durable designs and fantastic audio performances. Whether you're heading out to your backyard, relaxing at home, or heading down to the beach, the best Bluetooth speakers are an essential purchase. There's a huge range of portable speakers out there to pick from, which means you might not know where to start. Luckily for you, we've done the research. As always, all the best Bluetooth speakers are linked in the description and updated for the best prices. So first up, we have the Anker Soundcore 2, best budget Bluetooth speaker. Anker Soundcore 2 is one of the most popular mini Bluetooth speaker on the market. It costs less than $40, plays pretty loud for its small size, is water resistant and has an excellent battery life. The Soundcore 2 goes for a rectangular chassis with very minimal accents and nice softly rounded corners. This gives you a much more unassuming device in a tech category that often goes for loud pops of color. In fact, the only visual aspect that could even be considered as a design is the light grey Anker logo emblazoned on the front grille of the speaker. Even the logo on the back has been imprinted on the soft rubber, rather than marked in ink. Slightly bigger than Anker's original Soundcore, it sounds slightly better with a little better bass response and adds splash proofing to the mix for peace of mind. For the average user, the sound quality here is excellent, especially when you factor in the price. There's plenty of mid to high details, so podcasts, singer-songwriter music and basic pop top 40 will be nicely supported. And one of the most impressive aspects of the Soundcore 2 is how substantial it feels. On the one hand, the weight is very evenly distributed, meaning when you put the speakers on a flat table, it feels rock solid. But because the entire shell of the device is comprised of a thick plastic ridge that's soft and rubberized on the outside, it acts as both a protective case and shock absorbing mechanism. The grille on the front is made of metal, giving the device a much more premium feel than the mesh or plastic grills you'll find on other budget devices. And on top of that, there is even a built-in microphone for making speakerphone calls. When compared to similar options, the Soundcore plays bigger than its size. With a 24-hour clock time, it's hard to run the device down to nothing in terms of battery. But I'm confident that as long as you aren't pushing the volume very hard, that 24-hour is actually pretty conservative. One downside though is that the speaker recharges using micro USB rather than USB-C, and as such it can take a few hours to fully recharge. But with this much headroom available, you likely won't be charging it that often. Anker is a budget-friendly brand, so we weren't surprised to see a sub $40 price point on the Soundcore 2. But what was really surprising is just how much value you get for the price. A full day's continuous listening time on a single charge, excellent sound quality, and an impressive build make this a great speaker even for double the price. Next we have the Tribit Strongbox Micro, best micro Bluetooth speaker. For a tiny Bluetooth speaker, the $50 Tribit has plenty to offer. It's fully waterproof, has a built-in tear-resistant strap, and can work as a speakerphone. It also sounds quite good for its size, with reasonably rich low mids and lows paired with crisp, clear vocals. There is little to complain about here. Its exterior is made out of a fabric with a matte silicone. The fabric grille covers an upward-facing 9-watt mono driver and holds a set of minimal controls. A central multi-function button covers playback, track navigation, call management, and voice assistance depending on how many taps or longer presses you give it, and plus-minus buttons adjust volume. The bottom panel houses rubber feet along with a strap for attaching the speaker to whatever can fit through its tight grip, like bike handles or hooks. This panel also houses a perforated grille for the passive bass radiator, which seems to push out a fair amount of air when the volume levels are high. The IP67 rating here means the speaker is fully waterproof and can be submerged up to around 3 feet for 30 minutes. The speaker can get wet or dirty. It's also dustproof and then rinsed off under a faucet, and you don't have to worry about it. Tribit estimates the Strongbox Micro's battery life to be roughly 8 hours, but your results will vary with your volume levels. We were particularly impressed with the bass on the speaker. Many lower wattage and mini speakers suffer on the low end, and that's not an issue here. The bass volume is right in line with your other frequencies. The sound isn't bass heavy, but the bass is fully present in the mix. Part of this is thanks to the wide soundstage. With plenty of separation between instruments, you get a broader feel with more space to the music. This is obviously much more pronounced with stereo mode, where you have the benefit of 2 separate channels. As you can see, there is a lot to like about the Tribit Strongbox Micro Portable Speaker. To begin with, it really lives up to its name. Not only can it stand up to foul weather and even submersion, but you can carry it just about anywhere. It's clearly targeted towards bicyclists in particular, but it can easily be used by just about anybody. And the crown champion of this list is the JBL Flip 5. best all-around portable speaker. If there is one thing the JBL Flip series is known for, it's for being tough. The Flip series started out splash-proof and eventually made the jump to being completely waterproof, and that's still the case with the new JBL Flip 5. Because the Flip series is JBL's most popular portable Bluetooth line, the Flip 5 ends up being de facto flagship of the lineup. The cylinder chassis with a directionally fired main driver and two pulsing subs on the ends of the device has been the go-to design for JBL for a few generations. Of course, the most important aspect of the Flip 5's design is just how customizable it is. Standard colors include everything from a subtle black or white to a stark mustard or the bright red, probably most familiar for the brand. And like with most other JBL products, ruggedness and durability was a clear focus in the design of the Flip 5. The grill that covers most of the device is actually a rigid shell with tightly woven fabric, giving no qualms about tossing the speaker onto the ground. The rest of the chassis is built of a soft touch but tough rubberized plastic that should provide a lot of shock absorption. The other side of the durability coin is water resistant. Like most speakers in the class, JBL has taken the time to earn IPX7 water resistant, which means that the speaker can technically be submerged in 3 meters of water for a reasonable amount of time. The Flip 5 is one of the best small format Bluetooth speakers you'll find on the market. This is likely due to the super unique driver that JBL has hidden behind its circular grille. What impressed us the most in the detail provided by this speaker, whether you're listening to soft classical tunes or using the speaker as a speakerphone, there is a great nuanced response that doesn't seem as prone to the harmonic distortion that plagues other speakers of this size at higher volumes. Finally, because JBL has done away with the dual speaker cones, you aren't getting quite the stereo spread of bigger speakers. However, pairing the Flip 5 with the app and other JBL speakers allows for that spread to occur using multiple units. You should also note that we did notice that the battery life takes a dip at higher volumes, as expected, but if you keep it to about 40% max, you could get more than 12 hours, depending on the content you're streaming. The bright side though is that thanks to the more modern USB-C port, you can charge the speaker fully in only about 2.5 hours, a much better charging speed than JBL's micro USB models. The speaker should easily get you through a full night's gathering though. The Flip 5 is a simple but terrific speaker, and the minimalist approach has allowed JBL to focus on performance and create one of the best sounding, most durable sub-$100 portable speakers around.